Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to learn how to play around a little bit more with Geogebra and trig curves. So what I want to do is I want to first grab this tool. We have a bunch of tools up here on the top, if you guys can follow my cursor. And what it is we're going to look at the upper right hand tool. What it allows me to do is it allows me to move my graph. And I want to move it so it looks kind of like a trig curve. So I'm going to move it over here. So we have a domain and range that will work with degrees and trig. Now what I'm going to do is if I take my little crosshairs and move it on a number down here, it turns into an arrow. And now what I can do is I can move it. But I like 360. That seems to make a lot of sense to me. But over here, 20, going up to 100 doesn't make sense. So I'm going to grab down here 20 on my y-axis, and I'm going to wait till it turns to an arrow, see? And I'm going to move it. But I want to move it more. I think maybe even 10 for right now. Maybe we'll go smaller later. We can do that. So what I want to do now is I want to go into my input bar, and you'll see it here down in the bottom left hand corner. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to type in sine parentheses x. Now we have to be careful here. I want this to be a degree. So the only way we can do this is we hit Alt and O. Now that's not Alt and 0, that's different. Alt and O, it's the button that's next to P as in M and O P. So, so that's what I'm going to do. So I have sine of x. And now all I have to do is hit enter. And I get this beautiful sine curve. So that's all we wanted to do. Now I'm going to do one other one, and I want to analyze our cosecant curve a little bit in respects to our sine curve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do cosecant, CSC, parentheses, just like we did before, x, and then Alt O. And we should end up with a degree. If you end up with something else, you probably did it wrong. And now we're going to hit enter. And now I get this beautiful graph, and I kind of can start to see what this is doing. Now I'm going to use my tool again. I'm going to go up here to this upper right hand corner, and if we look at the tool here, there's a little arrow on the bottom. I can click on that and I get a list. I want to zoom out. So now I'm just going to go and I'm going to zoom out, and I can kind of start to see, wow, this is kind of interesting what's going on here. And I'm going to click on that again and I'm going to zoom in. And I want to now start to think about what our domain and range is, and I want to start thinking about where our asymptotes might come from. So I'm going to grab this again and do this. So yeah, so that's all for now, and I hope this helps you figure out how sine and cosecant work together. Thank you so much.